go. All right, we are recording. So I just wanted to remark that we are now doing, the data team is doing 2-week sprints. We're going to do 1-week sprints by basically following the same milestone as theirs, but then also adding a 0.5 to it to just make sure that our milestones are super succinct in their goals. Do you know what I mean? So that's it. Just 1-week milestones. I added a link to the current milestone. It's something that it's a work in progress right now. But for this current milestone, that we're going to move on as planned, where Giannis is doing the snowflake tap. Mikhail is doing the Zendesk. Snowflake loader, Zendesk. Snowflake target, Zendesk tap, and I'm going to work on getting the CLI discoverable for this week, and we're just following the data team's milestone, and at the same time making our own and trying to move forward with that. So that's the plan there.
Cool. What is the analytics team?
What is the analytics team?
Yeah, who's in there? Like, what? I see a tag called analytics team.
I don't know what the analytics.
I think that's data team actually. That's the name.
It says the issue impacts the data and analytics team.
Yeah, I think they call themselves data analytics.
Yeah. The analytics team is Taylor and Thomas.
Yeah,
It's
Thomas
the data
family.
team. They call themselves data and analytics.
Yeah.
I think.
And they use analytics team.
They use analytics team.
I guess they just like analytics more than data. Either way, we should just know which one it is, right?
Yep. I'll ask Paul.
Okay. Let's go to Sid's points on here. Try to get everything merged.
Sorry, I'll first make a note about the analytics team.
Okay. Mikhail, while we're doing that, can you update number 46? I noted that we decided to go in a different direction for number 46. There's a link to the issue that we have for that.
Yeah, I'm going to add it.
Cool, thanks.
Try to get everything merged. See, 5 minutes, 2 days, 2 days, 4 days, 3 weeks. Update README with installation instructions.
That one should be closed, I think, right, Giannis? Yeah, I'll close that right now.
Close without merge?
Close without merge, because we added installation instructions separately from this.
Okay. Can you note that when you close it, like, hey, we did this separately?
Yeah, because we changed everything. We changed the way we install. So
sure, no, I'm totally fine. Just when you close a merge request, always leave a comment why you're closing it. Don't tell me, tell the merge request.
Yes.
We use tabs now. That got merged. Let me quickly look at the README.
Made a bunch of updates to the README. I still have to make changes this week to, because I think there's some duplicate information in there.
Cool. And the Singer specification, it doesn't have separate sections for taps and targets.
I think if you go to singer.io/pound_taps, it'll link to taps and then go to pound targets, but the specification, no.
The specification is mainly the interchange format. So what is between both of these? As far as like the taps and the targets, it's mostly like a simple project for each of these. That's the main documentation.
If I would read this, I would think this is only for a tap. because it talks about tabs. It never talks about targets.
Yeah, right. So and a lot of people are complaining about that also on their part. So I think that leads to a point that I had, which is 48. We should document improvements for Singer, and we should improve the documentation for Singer. Like, I just want to know how we should, I would like to have a workflow that we can follow to submit our improvements to any Singer components, so that we know how to work with that, and the people know how we work with that.
What I was thinking is we could fork the Singer spec, offer them our changes back. If they don't accept them, they don't accept them.
Yeah. So the first thing is like contributing code. I can understand. The thing is that I just want to know, should we create like an issue first and then wait a certain time for them to digest it? Should we wait for their approval? Like, should we talk with them beforehand?
So it's distributed version control. So do what Jacob says, just fork the project and then make changes and then send them back upstream. And then when we have a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't get merged, we'll do a call. But it's useless doing a call talking about potential things you want to do. Code speaks louder than words.
All right. So the workflow is, just want to recap, the workflow is like, we create issues in our GitLab Meltano repo. We fix the code.
MRs.
Yeah, we're going to create MRs. And like, we just send a pull request with, hey, this is what this does. If you want it, just grab it, right?
Yep.
All right.
Good. So we'll fork that and we'll
probably create PRs, because we're going to work on GitHub probably for that.
You want to keep our fork on GitHub?
Yeah, because otherwise it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to submit upstream.
Yeah, so that's where the issue workflow was. I was actually puzzled by the issue workflow. Should we create our issues on GitHub? It's going to be hard to track for us.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was thinking what if we mirrored it?
But then still, how are you going to send a PR based on a branch that's on GitLab.com?
Can GitHub mirror stuff?
Yeah, I thought GitHub could mirror stuff like the Linux Foundation used to have.
Yeah, but the whole repo, okay. So, but then you have to keep kind of the branches around. You could do that. It's going to be hard.
I just don't want to work on GitHub.
Okay.
I don't know, but anyway, yeah, we can figure that out. That's like not a super big deal. The point is that we get the PRs to them and that we keep our own, and then when they're ready, they get them.
Cool.
I just had deja vu for some reason.
Let's see, 42.
42.
Yeah, we decided on some things we would do with tabs and targets. Where's that documented?
Mikkel, that's the one that I was asking for number.
Yeah, I was searching for it. Got
46.
it. So 42. Well, I think, yeah, 46 and 42 looks like it. So let me, oops. Should I put that in 46 or 42?
Both, I think.
Not 46. No, 46.
Not 46. The Cooltano one, which is 44. But we can probably delete 44 since we're not going to use Cooltano.
Yeah, it's not that's not Cooltano actually that much. I'm going to just put that in 42.
Yeah, put that in 40.
Like, Meltano was more of an
idea.
A proposal from Austin.
Yeah, good proposal.
Yes.
Yeah, so stuff like this, Mikkel, it's great that you write it. Just don't write it in an issue. Just, this comes from a doc. Okay, so now we're going first doc, then issue, then merge request. Can we please just put it directly in the relevant thing?
Yeah, right. So I actually, I agree with you. I wanted to do an MR merge request on that, but at the moment I was actually not able to find where to put it. So I basically
put it somewhere in the README, create a new header too.
All right.
we can always fix up the README as we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Just get it in there.
The hardest thing is getting stuff in there, and then Jacob can garden the README.
Right.
All right. I
I'll make
thought
it pretty.
the other way around, like just because yeah, it's okay.
Good.
The hardest, our biggest problem is stuff is out of date. So optimize for that.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, moving legacy extractors. So like all the things we have now, they're going to be based on taps and targets. Do we have some that are like clearly going to be deprecated and replaced by a tap and target? Should we indicate that in the repo?
We will. Yeah, we talked about that last week. But the other thing is that some of them are still being used. So there's not like, we don't want to necessarily move them.
Yeah, but deprecation is not. Deprecation is about like, don't use that now.
Just documenting that it's being.
Yeah, so it's put them in a legacy directory or something so that it's clear to everyone that is not. So I don't say remove them, I say move them.
Move them, got it. Okay. Number 40.
Yeah, I think Josh response there is right on point. So right now, a lot of the code is in the analytics repo for like making it work reasons. But
yeah, so I think this is a great example of being up to date versus messiness. And I suggest we all focus on being up to date instead of caring about having a nice pristine thing. That is easy to garden later on. What we saw happening is that the data team was doing a completely different thing than us, and we had no insight. So we're not at the stage yet where we can say, oh, we'll have this nice pristine repo and everyone just fork off of that. No, the hardest thing is that we're like diverging completely from what the rest of the team is doing. So get to the same repo.
Yeah. I think that having somebody from data coming back and forth, I know that Thomas is also interested in like moving stuff from the analytics repo in, and I did in the MAR doing that also. So we're moving stuff back. So this is going to be fixed at some point.
That doesn't sound super convincing. I more want a reaction like, yes, we'll do this. In 2 weeks, we'll be working from the same repo.
Yeah. So we can talk to the data team on Wednesday about this.
Yeah, but there's something I don't understand right here. We should not be working from the same repo.
We should.
Data and Meltano should be working on the same repo?
Yes.
All right, so there's something I don't understand, but all right.
What do you not understand about it?
Well, I don't understand that the Meltano repo to me is the Meltano product, and data has their own stuff in there, like that does not belong in the Meltano product.
What is in the data repository that you don't want?
Well, all their specific configurations for like everything that they're using.
So can you name an example of such a configuration?
Yeah, all the DBT models, the DBT profiles, like the tab specific, like the tab properties, the selected fields, all the transformation that they want to apply. These are all like GitLab specific stuff, but we don't want to ship with our product. Yes.
So these are all great examples of stuff people have to do. So we need to ship that so that people can have an example. They're not going to do exactly the same, but they have to do something like it. It's much easier to see something and then see the example and then make it your own than to start from scratch. And if you don't want to use one of their DBT models or profiles, you're totally welcome to. Like, you're not forced to use them. What you don't like is the messiness in the repo. What people using the repo don't like is that that they have to figure out everything on their own. There's no peek at something.
Well, I thought that we would ship examples and that we would use these examples.
I know where this is going. Hold on. Let me just tell you. So the biggest complaint we're getting is that people don't know how to get from like 0 to like what the heck do you actually do with this. And the great thing about the data team stuff is if we get them using our stuff properly and we explain it to them and they use it properly, that is our demos. Then we don't have to duplicate demos. That's what Sid's going to say too. Because
exactly, you're no way you're going to keep your examples up to date. We can't even keep our README up to date, let alone examples. The only way you're going to keep examples up to date is by actually using them. We got a whole team using stuff. Those are the examples, real life examples. Yes, it's messy. Life is messy. Have it prioritize up-to-dateness over cleanness. We can always clean stuff up later. Right now, the problem is no one can use our stuff because there's no realistic examples. Yeah. And maintaining that would just be a burden on us. And the most realistic examples are stuff we're running. It's great.
So we can actually have the data team, like we'll focus on having the data team be our example updaters because their examples will be our examples. And we can run it in that way. We can even have their stuff under an example directory or something. It wouldn't even matter. Like,
don't have it under an example directory. Make sure that not just the data team has their stuff in this repo. The first 10 customers should all be using this repo, not a fork. All their shit should be in it.
All right. I'm all in with that. Actually, like, I'm all in with that. These are all like good points. Are we sure that like Taylor and Thomas actually like are on board with this? Because I know that they actually.
I will talk to them if that's it.
Because I know that they wanted to separate the repos to have like their own pipelines. And that was the main concern.
Yes, like so you can see everyone just going off on their own way. Like they build an orchestrator. Like it's shit show. So let's get all to the same repo.
All right, I thought that was consensus, but it's okay. I mean, let's go ahead.
Okay, we'll talk to them on Wednesday about how to go about that because that's our meeting with them, and then we.
Yeah, and I'm sure that they won't be jumping with joy.
That's okay.
Just like it's hard for you, Miguel, it's going to be hard for the data team, but it's
it's harder for them.
Yes, I know. Well, it's going to be hard for us because they're the customer. So we're going to throw our stuff away and get their stuff in the repo. So we're going to have the pain here, but still they're not going to be super happy about it.
Good. 39. First use case, GitHub or GitLab stats instead of Salesforce. That came from that conversation we had.
Oh, that's great. Great. Just have something as like the first thing.
Got it. Cooltano, we looked at it and the way that he did things, and we made a decision based on that, which Mikko, I don't know if you have the link to that, but the idea is that he's suggesting to have each tap and target have its own Docker image, and what we decided is to have one Docker image with all the taps and targets in it so that you can choose between them so that we don't replicate a lot of the code between them so that it's dry. It's a really cool thing, and we used it as inspiration for our own idea. So we'll go forward with that. We have a link to that issue somewhere, Mikhail, if you can find it.
Okay. I don't totally understand the reasoning yet why we want a Docker image with all the taps and targets in it. They're separate repos. Feels like separate Docker images to me.
Yeah, so if you want to orchestrate like two, because you need the tap and the target. So you're gonna have to use like Docker and Docker. Yeah, and that leads to one, security issues, and two, if there's a large amount of data coming from the pipe of one Docker image into one Docker container into another one. I did some tests with that, and I found it pretty hard to not like overload some the temporary directory of the host, because like it seems like Docker buffers the output. So it's not like it's not perfect. I guess maybe it could be worked out, but I didn't like.
It's also really slow.
Yeah, I didn't investigate like 4 hours into that solution. I just tried it, and then I was like,
Okay.
oh yeah, it fails. So I'm
That
just
makes a
gonna go
lot of
ahead.
sense. I'd love to see the documentation and how we documented that and how we gave that back to Austin. So he can.
Mikhail, let's get together after this call and let's find that issue
Yeah.
and let's put it in the README together right after this call. That way we at least
Yeah.
get it in there.
Yeah, so there should be something in the GitLab README like, hey, we also, or the GitLab, the Meltano README, hey, we also tried this awesome idea. Here's Coltano, etc. And then we also send that to Austin like, hey, we tried it and this is why we think it should.
And also, maybe interesting, but Knots. You know Knots, the senior application. So they basically used both approach. So the approach of using virtual NVs, that's what we use right now in the Docker image containing all the tabs and targets. And they also use a Docker approach. So like we're not in totally unscaled territory, I guess.
Great. But should this meeting should be the place where we discuss it should be documented.
Yes.
There's a consistent theme to the things I say. Hey, 37, document in README the orchestrate diff between DAG and CI. Scheduled for next release. 11.8 is not the next release.
We're trying to get it scheduled for the next release.
Yeah, I think the last thing I heard from you, Jacob, was that you were going to have a stab at this. What's the status of that?
They don't want to do it that way. They want to like make a full DAG because they feel that it's going to be easier. So we can still take a stab at us doing it, but it has to be more planned out. But yeah, it can still go into the next release. It's just we have to have somebody to program it. In the meantime, though,
can I see a link to that?
Yeah. In the meantime, though, so because the DAGs aren't happening this minute, we had the idea that we could we could use the existing orchestrator and use a very basic.
I think we should. I'm not on the same page with you yet. If you have a simple solution that isn't a complete DAG, I want to see what the problem is there, why that can be done. And I want to apply some, because otherwise you've got to wait 3 months for the CI team. We're off on our corner doing our own thing. Like it feels wasteful to me.
What's that? Doing both?
Yeah, it's nice that the CI team wants to do a full DAG, but I want to see what your hacky solution is and whether that's.
My hacky solution. Yeah, my hacky solution. I was a little bit wrong about it.
Okay.
The thing that we need is multiple pipelines, and the question is whether or not that's the thing CI doesn't have is multiple pipelines as one. You need to be able to say like the whole job failed, this part passed. It has to be similar to a DAG. Now it doesn't have to be a DAG exactly, but they want to implement the whole DAG. They think it's going to be easier. My idea was I thought that the CI could support DAGs in a very hacky way, and just to create a user interface over that could produce a GitLab CI YAML file on its own. That would then be the DAG format, but we still don't have multiple pipelines. We have one part missing of CI that does not support that. It's still, if you could get the multiple pipelines part, you could do my thing, and then it would all be copacetic.
Okay. I'd love to understand this. This is so crucial. Like we've been talking about this stuff for 6 months now, and I still don't understand it. So dumb it down a bit and make sure we understand the trade-offs.
Sure. Cool.
So 34 is a request to add to the merge request template that we do README first development.
I have rejected a couple of merge requests because they didn't have docs in them and README changes in them. So
Cool.
I'll add that to the template.
Cool. I think all in all, great progress. There's a consistent theme to all the suggestions I do. Write down more things, put it in the README. Write down more things, put it in the README. So I hope that will start becoming a bit more automatic. I've been seeing it for a while. It's not automatic yet. So I hope to see some progress there. I think we're starting to focus on the right things. So, great. Thanks, everyone.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks. Oh, thanks, Ed.
What did you want to say something?
You're
You're on
muted,
mute.
Mikael. You're
I just
still
wanted to say thanks, Ed. But yeah.
okay.
All right.
You're
You're
No.
welcome.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to talk about in the 4 minutes that we have left?
Well, looking at where I found my, so it seems I found a workaround for the Docker stuff, but yeah, I still don't know if it like streams properly and stuff. So it might be a bigger headache, and I know that Notch is not doing that. So
Yeah. Well,
So
just
it might
because
be
Knots isn't doing it doesn't mean it's...
no. What I mean is like the Docker run execution line does not have this parameter that disable the logging. It seems to be a logging issue. It logs like the std out automatically, which like fills up your temp directory.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that like maybe they didn't figure it out yet. Yeah, I don't know.
It's possible.
Yeah, the thing is that I think using Docker in Docker will still be harder for now, but like it's cool that we might use it at some point.
Yeah.
When our orchestrator will be good enough that it can do Docker in Docker securely.
Okay.
Do you want to sync up after this call, Jacob?
Yes.
All right.
I would like to sync up after this call.
Also on my side, the Snowflake loader is almost ready. I will restructure it a little bit so that we can have tests also for the loader, not only for the loader, but also for the target. And then I will send it to Mikael tomorrow to review and comment, etc.
Okay, great. So for this week, our goal is for me to go into the CLI and add discoverability. And like, we'll come up with a plan of how we want to do that properly, that everybody agrees on. And then the Snowflake loader is going to get done this week, right? Cool. Is there anything else that we think we can get done this week as well?
Well, having like data flowing from Singer, that's the Singer stuff for data analytics. This is
I don't know what you mean.
Like getting the Tab Zendesk working on GitLab Analytics in the pipeline.
Yeah, Tab Zendesk has to talk to Snowflake.
Yeah, so the first thing it needs to like work in Postgres, but like as soon as the target Snowflake is up, I guess you're gonna add it to the Docker image, and then we're gonna be off to the races with that.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully everything will connect properly and stuff will happen.
Great.
So yeah, I just have like to do one last little thing so that incremental update works for the Tab Zendesk, and then we're good. I've already made it run. It took 1,200 minutes.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
That's 20 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
This is Zendesk?
Yeah, this is Zendesk. So the thing with Zendesk,
data in there?
Well, it's not that there's that much data. It's that there's N+1s everywhere, and you're API limited. So
yeah.
I think that I'm gonna just change the data properties so that instead of gathering all the audits from the fields, I'm just gonna like gather the actual comments, like the latest comments, because now I have I don't know if it's gonna change anything actually, because you still have this n+1 on the ticket. So I have to do. Let me see. I integrated 88,000 tickets. So you have that many calls to the ticket audits.
Mm-hmm.
So this API, this extractor is doing it's doing maybe 100,000 calls
Mm-hmm.
to the REST API.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot, and it's rate
Mhm.
limited. Like you have, I think it's like 20 calls per minute, so or something. Or maybe
so we have to
200.
wait.
Yeah, at some point it just waits.
Ay,
So
ay.
it's long, but that's that. Like, you
Well, I
just-
mean, Zendesk also with that rate limiting.
yeah.
What are you gonna
I
do?
think it's going as fast as it can. Actually, I don't think it. So I think what I'm gonna do is re-trigger a pipeline with a start date that is like very close to now, just to see that everything passes correctly. Like I think this test like proves that we can gather data. It's okay. I have data in, and then I'm just gonna do this incremental stuff and just send that to analytics so they like configure it as they want
Okay.
for the data and stuff. And then
Okay.
they're gonna have data, and then I guess they're gonna be happy. Well, happier.
When did we start the? When did we start the Meltano tap Zendesk? We started that last week, right?
Yeah.
On what day? We're like a week into it, right? At this point.
Yes.
So it's going to be like a 2-week effort in the end.
Yeah, it's gonna be like one half week. The thing is that it's not that much of the tab Zendesk. It's more of the
Postgres.
orchestration. Like
Oh, the
actually,
orchestration.
yeah, making sure that we can like building all these Docker images. Like, yeah, that's what I did most of it.
Okay. So, in terms of the discoverability thing that
Yeah.
I'm writing right now, you saw it, you commented on it. Thank you very much. I'll implement your changes, and then what we need for it is to get Tap Zendesk in there so we can actually discover it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And run it through the CLI. But that's why I kind of have to pause on that until.
Yeah, because like you actually want to have simple stuff to install, or what?
I mean, yeah, without like I can make a sample thing.
So
We don't
this
have the CLI running our Docker images yet, right?
yeah, we can have it. Like you have it in the Singer runner image.
The Singer.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Do we have a Singer runner?
Yeah, we should have the. I'm gonna add this to the README. Like yeah, there's a Singer runner image.
Where is that? Is it our thing? We made it?
Yes.
Yeah. It's in Meltano.
Okay, let's just real quick update the documentation right now. Like, let's do it right now.
All right.
Because otherwise, it's going to be the SSDD.
Yeah. So Meltano CLI, I think I should remove this because this is not.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah. Well, this is an image I built. So we have Meltano.
How did we make the Singer runner? When did we make the Singer runner?
What do you mean? I made it as part of this making Singer work. There's an MR for this.
Okay.
Whenever we add more supported tabs and targets in Meltano, we can build and create a new Singer runner image because it's.
I'm gonna
decide what we support. It's the supported tabs and targets. It's not yet.
Well, let's update the README first. So if we go back to let's go back to the.
This is the merge request that has that.
Okay.
Orchestrate Singer Docker file. This is the image that you need to update. And this has been updated quite a bit now because there are new versions and the Meltano CLI is now integrated.
Right.
But this is the initial place where this has been, where we started to build this image.
Got it.
So right now we have, do you want to document? We have four We have 4 images. We have the Meltano image. I think that's like the full image. This comes from the Austin Big MR. I think it has like analytics, the API, and the CLI in it. But no taps and targets. It's like the yeah. And then the base image is basically infrastructure image, like just making sure we have basic stuff installed.
Hold on one second.
Do you see what I'm?
No, hold on one second. Sorry, I'm just.
This is pretty much grab. Yeah, 2 months ago. This should be deleted. Runner.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen.
Yes.
Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So first things first. I'm the realist. 1 week sprints. So we can add this to principles. We can say Meltano runs in parallel. I can never spell parallel. I'm not even going to give me a thing. Parallel.
2 L's. It's parallel. The 2 L's are parallel.
Oh, the 2 L's are parallel. That's right, though, right?
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay. No, I mean, is it correct?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay. Meltano runs in parallel with the data team. Okay, let's turn off everything else so it doesn't pop up. Runs in parallel with the data team with its 2-week milestones. We run Meltano team runs with 1 week milestones with the same milestones as the data team with an added point.
Like, I'm just gonna say it. Like, we're basically going back to a single team. Like, we're getting people in both teams. We're going back to a single repo.
Yeah, except we're doing it correctly.
Yeah, it's okay, but I mean, like, we're going back to a single team.
Yeah, Meltano runs in parallel with the data team with its 2-week milestone. Meltano runs with 1 week milestones.
That's okay. I'm gonna just change my name to data and analytics.
Okay, so then the next thing is see README. So we're gonna fork. Let's do that now.
Where are you at now?
I'm at 46 here.
Yeah, but like, did you actually change your, like, did you commit that change?
No.
All right, you want to do what, like one big blob?
No, not really. I'll just commit it. Let's commit it to. Should we commit it to master?
Oh yeah. Like, come on.
Meltano milestones. Okay, stage and commit. All changes have been committed to master. So does that mean it's? I don't have to push it because I guess we're.
No, it's okay, man. You're on master.
No, I know, but we're on master remotely.
Yeah, you're gonna have to we're gonna have to fetch.
Okay, so then the other thing is we're gonna go to the spec. It's Singer specification.
Singer IO. That's what I search for normally. Does not.
Hold on.
Just J it. G it. Yeah. No, that's yeah. Doug, go for the win.
Oh man, DuckDuckGo, you lost this time.
If you were not recording, I would say stuff.
Why it's not? DuckDuckGo has to improve. This is
DuckDuckGo is great. I actually applied.
Oh, cool. Yeah, they have pretty extensive interview process, right?
Oh yeah, I got rejected.
Oh,
But
Aw.
like, yeah. Long story short, it was a very high profile role.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sometimes like, you know what's the motto? You got to try it.
No, it's good to interview.
I mean,
Import project from GitHub.
also like sometimes job openings may be like pretty high profile, but they just might just find a place for you somewhere else.
Did you apply for like the VP of engineering or something?
No, not that much. But some kind. It was more infrastructure-ish. It was like infrastructure manager, or some kind of, yeah. It was a well, yeah. By the compensation was pretty big, pretty high profile.
Interesting. Somebody should plug in this Mac. I don't know who's responsible for that, but public create project. Import URL is blocked.
Yeah. What is your
Using
URL?
HTTPS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it does not have your.
Says Git repository URL.
Yeah,
So
but
I
like
have
the
to
Git.
leave because I have to go to the doctor.
All right.
Have fun.
Yeah, I hope that I will have.
Should not get sick. That's the easiest way.
Yeah, I have this cough and I must see what. So yeah, I'm going to keep on working on the Snowflake targets. I will send it to Mikhail, and then I
Yeah.
have to do lots of things for the data team because we have split. I have to work 50% of my time for the data team, and I haven't for the past week. So I will have to focus my effort a little bit on.
It's okay. I guess you can I guess you could send the tab snowflaking, and maybe I can even finish it. I don't know, Jason.
No. I will make this restructure that we discussed
All right.
and add some tests, and then I think that at least it works. I added tests for encoded strings inside objects and encoded strings inside arrays, and it works. So at least that's okay. And I will add also the other tests we discussed, and send it your way tomorrow. Okay.
All right.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Goodbye. Have a great doctor's appointment.
So yeah. So do you want to document the Docker images somewhere?
Yeah, I'm one thing at a time here. We're trying to find the thing where we said to the specification. No. Spec?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Oh, here it is. It's this one. Okay, so I did it. It's here. Hold on. Let's pause sharing.
Meltano getting started. How does that
That has the specification in it.
Yeah, but that's not what Sid made. Like Sid said, great, make PRs to the repo, and one of the things would be to make a spec for the targets, like improve one of the improvement.
Yeah, but he said to farts. No. What we're doing is we are forking their specification. We're keeping it on ours. Then we will submit PRs to them separately.
Oh, all right. So, So you want to? All right. So did you fork it?
Yeah, it's forked.
All right.
It's freaking forked.
Oh, oh man, sorry. I saw like getting started as a file in Meltano. I was like,
no.
Yeah, it's okay. Like this repo name is not good.
No, it's not a good name. Let's rename it.
Yeah, I think we can rename it.
Let me rename it. Let's see. We got settings.
How are you gonna send? You mirrored it. All right.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's okay.
We're gonna call it rename repositories. How did it know? Look at that. Freaking! It wrote Singer specification in there.
Yeah, but I think like no caps, please.
Okay. Singer.
No caps and dash.
Singer specification.
Oh man. Setting a push mirror. I guess you could set a push mirror.
No, because we don't want a mirror. We could do a mirror to GitHub.
Yeah, a push mirror.
A push mirror. Okay, yeah.
Here's the doc. Good luck.
No, please hold. Let's see. So we're gonna do this. Singer specification. You didn't see that, right? You only see my You only see my Firefox, right?
Yeah.
If I do this, you don't see Slack, right?
Well, I see all the passwords, but not Slack.
Okay. Har.
I feel giggly today. Woo!
Okay. Good. I'm glad that we can entertain you.
Yeah.
Let's get this over here. Okay. Get that over there.
So where are we now?
Where are we now? Okay, so that's that. That's forked. Jacob, we're gonna do docs at some point.
Yeah. CLI, all the things. I think that's documented.
We can delete that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so did we document that? We got the README here.
Well, yeah, there's a place in the README, I think, that we explain the CLI, what's in it. I think like when we're gonna dock, this is gonna be removed. But yeah, if you go, I think it's down. It's in audio use. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I think that's okay.
Good enough. Yeah. So we can delete this then.
Yes. So plan for tooling.
What is this? Oh, this is part of that.
No, this is the documents. You deleted the
document. I messed it up. Okay. Plan for tooling.
All right. What's
that?
This
is. Oh, this is where you wrote this whole thing.
Yeah.
So this is
just copy it, making it like you could basically copy that.
Because I'm master, I can edit your thing. So
yeah,
I'm a master.
If not, I was there. Like you could ask me. I think you can go up to the top. I would like go
workflow
for tab target development. Let's like use that.
And then
all of it. Come on,
everything.
All of it. Yeah. I think Sid was pretty clear. Like, yeah, I was worried about noise because I feel sometimes it's hard to like trim down stuff. So I'm more reluctant.
Okay, so we'll do this, 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 this.
Yeah.
And then.
So get ready because now I'm gonna create some big MRs to the README.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put my.
But don't just push the master like I'm doing.
No. Come on.
Come on, man.
We're doing that because I'm with you. I would not like you to do that, anyways.
Yeah. No. Okay. Commit. Update master with.
Tab target development workflow.
Tab target development workflow. We are committing directly to master. Right. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so that's that one. Plan for tooling. Marketo tab looks great.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
A lie detector test determined that was a lie. No. Upstream process for taps and targets. Okay, so we added to the README. So legacy extractors to another repo of.
Can you link maybe link to the commit you did, or I don't know.
Yeah,
because there's no merge request, so I think that's it. We'll want to see that.
That's a good point. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think it's been pretty clear.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like rephrase it again, but yeah. Like he wants to follow links and see stuff. That's.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm getting Wait. I have some sort of meeting.
Yeah, the GitLab company call.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll have to deal with that. It's not happening this minute. Added to README, link, paste link.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So that's not a good link. That's
What?
that's that's
What
a
is that?
SHA.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, you just copied the link. You just copied the SHA. SHA.
Sha.
Click on the no, click on the title.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's the link. Oh, you can right click it. That's not a good idea. Like, and also, I just want to be picky, but I think that Sid wants to have the full URLs. He does not like when this is
This is the full URL.
no. I think that he does not like using text as anchors. Like you should
Oh,
just
you
paste.
just paste it? Okay.
Yeah, like added readme colon and then yeah. I think that's if I recall correctly.
Colon.
Yes, like that.
Colin is a guy's name.
Colon.
Colon. Yeah. Colin is like
Colin.
Colin is a guy.
Colin is a guy. Colin is two dots.
Colon is 2 dots. And then the thing inside your stomach is also your colon. Legacy extractors. Oh, that's a whole big thing. That's just.
Do you know all we call them in French? All we call this character?
Your colon or your extractor?
My colon.
What do you call it?
It's literally 2 dots. It's called deux points. 2 dots.
Duplat.
2 dots. Yeah, 2 dots. Deux points.
Data team using the same repo. Okay, we will.
Oh yeah, so I'm eager.
I'm gonna move this to the bottom.
Yeah, because this is one big thing. Although I think that having the orchestrator is gonna it might help pushing that down their throat.
I don't know. Okay. Upstream process for task to target.
Are we recording?
Yes.
Can we pause it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it paused?
Yeah. Well, wait, no, hold on. The recording's not paused. Hold on. How do I pause recording?
For the Docker image, do you want to do it first? Because I know this.
What's that?
Like, do you want to do Docker image now so that's done?
What do you mean?
Well, the documentation for the Docker images.
Yeah, can you do that?
Yeah, I can do that.
Do that right now.
I'm gonna send an MR for you.
Okay.